Hello, everybody. My name is Shadow Rose, or Daria, if you prefer. I am now the Shadow Rose Oracle. So we've kind of moved away from Shadow Rose Divination. If you knew me as Shadow Rose Divination, that is my past name. Now I am Shadow Rose Oracle. So if you guys don't know me, my name, like I said, my name is Daria. I am a psychic intuitive and tarot reader. I am on YouTube, Twitch. I have a Discord community. I also do like local readings in my town as well. And I have been reading tarot for about 10 years now. I've been doing professional readings off and on, stuff like that. Little bit about who I am if you happen to not know me, but I love to do tarot pick-a-cards here on YouTube, as well as just be part of the magical community on online spaces. So yeah. And for today's video, though, we are going to be kind of diving into my rebrand, as well as content updates and platform updates, a little bit of my personal journey, and how I have revamped my entire Discord community. I've literally gutted it and given you my new little baby. And I'm very excited for it. So we'll talk about that in a little bit too. So in the meantime, this is probably not going to be a super long video, but if you want to grab something to drink, grab some tea or coffee or water, especially if you haven't drank water today yet, please drink water. It's super, super important. And we will get right into it. So first off, why the name change? Why have I switched from Shadow Rose Divination to Shadow Rose Oracle? So a big reason, honestly, is I needed a refresh. I needed a little bit of a soft rebrand. I needed just coming from like the content that I was making in 2021, which was like very Twitch focused. I honestly didn't know what I was doing, but I love doing it, and kind of moving into this new space now. I kind of want a little bit of a refresh. I feel like a different person, like in a good way. I feel like I've grown a lot. I feel like I'm just like ready for this new chapter in my life. And that's kind of why this like just full like gut and here you go kind of energy with it. Honestly, brand vibe is kind of still staying the same. Purple is my favorite color, so it's always going to be purple. Plus you have that tied to like psychic intuitive vibes, and like purple is a really magical color, and I just love it. But with divination, I felt like that was, the name itself was focusing very much on the act of reading tarot, the act of giving readings, like the service, with Shadow Rose Oracle, I feel like it now describes a little bit more of who I am, and who I want to become as well. I feel like it's just more representative, I don't know. It represents, it represents a lot more of who I am, and what I do in my practice as well. First and foremost, my practice is deity devotion, and that's my personal practice. And then also a part of my practice is also giving readings to others, like helping others on their spiritual journey and helping them connect with the divine. I don't know everything, but I also know that somehow, some way, I have like the gift, and I've worked on it to help channel the divine or the universe or spirit, and I want to share that, and I want to help people with it, and that's like a really huge focus. So that's why it's more of, instead of divination, now it's oracle. So saying that I do like the they do speak through me, essentially. But also just focusing on my personal journey as well. That's a really big focus here. Is I want my content to show where I'm at in my journey. I want it to be authentic. I want it to be vulnerable. And I'm really excited for what that means, both in my professional like content, as well as my personal private journey as well, like as a person and a practitioner. I feel like in general, Shadow Rose has been my name online spaces for a long time. That's not going to change. I feel like that really does a really good job of meshing kind of my light and dark aesthetic and like who I am, because I do consider myself a bubbly person, but I like diving deep into like what's going on, into the psychology of things, as well as into like why are we feeling certain ways, and like how can we work through that, like shadow work and stuff like that. Going deep into your journey, your spiritual journey, as well as your journey as a human, and also that transformation, like very Scorpio vibes. I'm a Virgo sun, Libra moon, and Scorpio rising, so it having this balance is literally just me. It's fine. But also a focus on working with the Morrigan as well. And she's my patron goddess. I work with her primarily. Doing this is an act of sovereignty for me. It's an act of stepping into my own sovereignty, stepping into this new person that I have become, and like where I'm going in that journey. Because it's never going to end. Like, you're never going to be like, okay, I'm sovereign now, I'm Gucci. But it's consistently moving forward, transforming, and honestly, throughout the years, that might happen a couple more times. Like, we are human, we transform. That is the whole point. That is the human experience, right? And it's literally about like living this path, this magical witchy path, and not just reading for it, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not just gonna give you guys readings and like not live some of the advice that I'm giving. And that's something that, I'm gonna be honest, in the past is something that I've struggled with. But moving into this new journey, I feel like I'm ready to share some of my journey. And not just like give you readings, if that makes any sense. I don't know if it makes sense. So going off of with the Morrigan as well. So in the past, I've worked with different types of deities. I've worked with Aphrodite. I've worked with Athena. Over the years, I've worked with Hades, Loki, and Bastet. And that's over a course of like 10 years of practice, right? But primarily the past like 7-8 years, it's been with the Morrigan. She has been first and foremost in my practice and in my life. And I have finally decided, and as well as felt called, to make an oath with her to work with only her in my personal practice for 1 year. That is something that I thought about for a while, and then I finally kind of settled on it because I feel like she is leading me down a very specific path, and I wanna trust her and go down that path. And it is a path of sovereignty. It is a path of shadow work. It is a path of transformation and truth. This is not an easy path, and I know it's not. But working with only her in my personal practice, I think is gonna like just slingshot like personal growth for me, and I'm gonna just feel so much better in general. Now, I also give readings to other people from different deities and from different spirits. A part of that oath, I made sure that I could still give those messages to people, both in one-on-one personal readings, as well as here on YouTube and in Twitch as well. And whether I'm doing a video recording reading, a pick a card, or a live reading, I want to make sure that I'm still helping people, because that is a big part of my personal practice, is being, in a way, being like a servant of the people and helping them figure out where they're going, and if that means giving you a message from Hecate, that means giving you a message from Hecate or Hecate, or I don't know, you know what I'm trying to say. But so you will see some pick a cards here on YouTube from other deities, or from just spirit or universe, or honestly, whoever ends up feeling called to come through. But anything, you'll probably see a lot of Morrigan content on here moving forward. It's going to be pick a cards for that, my personal journey with the Morrigan, and kind of that focus here. So that's going to be like the main streamlined stuff because of my oath with the Morrigan, as well as I feel like she's been calling me to do that for years and I haven't stepped up. So now's my time to step up. So here you'll see a lot of devotional practices, maybe channeled messages from the Morrigan. You might see a little bit of channeled messages from other deities as well, like I said, but any spiritual insights and growth that I might have as well. So yeah, that's kind of the focus here with for the next year. I'm turning 30. It's fine, but that's very serendipitous in my opinion. I'm turning 30. 3 is her main number, and I'm dedicating myself for at least a year. It might go longer, but we'll see at the end of this year what the Morrigan has in store for me. The next thing I want to talk about is like content direction here on YouTube. So we're going to keep doing a lot more and a lot more consistent tarot readings, pick a cards, like I mentioned before, but also a focus on just like community in general. So that also includes, you might see some of my Twitch streams here on YouTube as well. And I will, on Twitch, I go live over there as well. And I do tarot pick a card, or excuse me, tarot readings. You can join a queue and you can jump in the tarot readings there. They're completely free. You get bigger readings if you subscribe on Twitch and all that. So, but if you're interested in that, you can, I should have the link down below in the description. So you can go ahead and click on that, follow me on Twitch, get some free readings, and I'll also be doing like game content over there as well, just because I like me some video games. I like to mesh the two. It's really important for me and authentic for me to kind of do that. I thought about only doing spiritual content, and then I felt like something was missing. So doing both is really important to me. Essentially, I just want to like share with you guys and have fun and focus on a community and everything like that. You might see a little bit of like vlogs and stuff. I don't know if I'm going to post them here on YouTube or have them somewhere else, or I don't know. We'll see. But you might see a couple of things here and there, and also like a focus on like my journey and my story and everything like that moving forward. But essentially being more authentic, more me, and definitely more consistent, because it's fine. If you know, you know. But no, I'm very excited for things moving forward. So I mentioned before that I'm going back to Twitch. So I'm back. Hi guys. Even though this isn't on Twitch. But if you were part of my journey in 2021, I did a lot of Twitch stuff. So that's going to be coming back. We're going to be doing weekly tarot readings over there, as well as weekly game streams, and just having fun and hanging out with you guys, because that's super, super, super important to me. And we might even have some like spiritual chit chats, or maybe even like, I'm kind of playing with the idea of maybe doing like a podcast like thing and having guests on and doing it live on Twitch, and then like throwing it on Spotify or something like that. But that might be down the road. We'll see. But essentially focusing on hanging out with you guys, because I miss hanging out with you guys. It's been a long time. So also, I mentioned it before, but my Discord is open again. Yay! It's been closed for like over a month. I totally gutted the whole thing and gave it like this really, really pretty aesthetic. It has like a court aesthetic. So it's called the Shadow Court now. So a focus on you guys, focus on community. And everything is revamped. We have new channels, we have new events coming up really soon. I'm really, really, really excited. Essentially, the whole vibe of the entire Discord is taking my spiritual side and my gamer side and meshing it together. So you can either do one or the other if you'd like. I have it set up where you can just chill in one chat or the other. But we have a bunch of really cool new roles. We have, like I said, we're going to be having like events there, as well as just cool channels to hang out and share your journeys as well, your practice or your like practices, your spiritual journeys, or just what games you're playing and want to share a funny clip or whatever, or just like want to hang out and meet people that are like-minded and yeah. So and another really, really thing that I'm super, 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 super excited about is I am now partnering with the Crow's Nest. Pronchus just there was some stuff, like little bit of changes happening over there. I've been a part of that community for a really long time, and we are deciding to work together and kind of mesh, like we're like two discords, like holding hands, like two communities. We're just holding hands and going down. I don't know. But Pronchus, he is the owner over there, and he is a wonderful, wonderful human being, and he works with the Morrigan as well. And he is a wonderful, wonderful storyteller. He knows the Irish and Celtic myths like the back of his hand, and it's so great. He's gonna have like study groups over there and like small group get-togethers and everything like that. So definitely, I'll have the link down in the description for the Crow's Nest as well. So definitely go check that out. If you haven't already, definitely join the Discord. If you haven't joined the Crow's Nest, definitely go over there as well. So, like I said, we'll be kind of moving back and forth. Well, I will be moving back and forth between those two communities very heavily. Pronchus will as well. I'm a mod over in Crow's Nest, and then Pronchus is a mod over in my Discord, the Shadow Court, as well. But if you haven't already, definitely subscribe. We have a lot of really fun stuff planned moving forward, and I'm very excited to get to know all of you. And join the Discord. You can talk to me directly there. It's like super fun, and we can hang out, play games. Follow me on Twitch as well, and also I have all of my other socials like Instagram, TikTok, everything like that down below in the description as well. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube. This is where you're going to get a lot of the bulk of like the heavy content. Throughout the month of August, you'll see me being a little bit more active, but starting in September, it's going to be like full force, let's go kind of energy. I have some changes in the works in my personal life where I can have a lot more time to do content, and I'm super excited. Also, they might be kind of open and closed throughout August, but in September, my personal readings will be wide open. So if you want to get a personal reading from me, whether it's a live video call or just a recorded video, we can definitely do that. And I would love to help you on your journey as well. If you want more information on that, definitely join the Discord, and there'll be like updates and stuff on that of when that's fully open to the public. All right, guys. Well, I'm kind of playing with an outro because I think it's like really fun to have cute little outros. But stay authentic and stay curious, everybody. All right, bye.